Hey, everybody. Hi, Jody.
Hi, Cassandra.
I can't believe you might be the first person I've ever gone live with to do a video like this that we've actually met in person beforehand.
I know.
For all of our viewers out there, Jody and I actually don't live very far away from one another, so we've had the pleasure of getting to know each other in person, too.
Thank you, Becky. If you're here.
I know, right? Which is so funny. Like, Becky and I have never met in person. She lives in Texas. Like, how does she know to tell you? Like,
It's so crazy.
Oh, hey, Lori. Hey, Marianne. And
hi, girls.
somebody else's name too, and I lost it. It's good to see you guys. There were people on like early bird gets the worm before we actually started the live video.
Hi, ladies.
Oh, so gosh, for anyone that's new here, I'm Cassandra Spicer. I own the brick and mortar and e-commerce website Beads to Live By, and we're here to share inspiration for products that I sell through my business. And our dear friend Jody is a subscriber to our subscriptions, as well as such a talented designer and sharing all sorts of fun things over on her YouTube channel. Cut to, and the top of the comments, you can subscribe to This Beaded Life. I love that name. I don't think I've ever told you that. It's such a
Thank
great,
you.
I feel like there's a lot to be said for the thought that's put into naming your business or your like social media. So kudos to you.
Thank you.
Tell us a little bit about yourself for all of my followers that don't know you yet, Jody.
Well, I'm Jody. I live in Michigan. I started beading during COVID when I realized that there was nothing left in my house to clean. And I realized I needed something to do. So I started just looking at videos on YouTube, and I found some people and I started following them. And I really had no idea what I was doing. So I was just ordering from random places, random things, and was just getting stuff sent to me. And I made it work somehow. And I just couldn't turn back. I just kept going and going and going and going.
Bead bud.
Yeah. I think I put it down for like, I don't know, maybe like 6 months because I got kind of burned out and I missed it so much. I had to get back into it. Yeah.
That is so similar sounding to I worked for another business for 8 years or so, a bead store that was in Jackson before I went to do some other work for a very short period of time. And I think I was like gone for less than a year and realized how much I missed teaching and everything. Mm-hmm. And then that bead store subsequently closed, and the rest is history. So
you're like, oh, well, now that means I need to do it.
Yeah, pretty much when that's like your first thought. And then I called my husband to tell him the news, and he also said, so we're opening a bead store, right? And I was like, oh, shoot. I was just getting comfortable in this job. I actually didn't like it at all. It was totally fine.
Oh, it would be my dream to have a bead store. Absolute dream.
Someday, I think there's some openings over your way for sure. So
oh yeah, that'd be great.
Hey everybody that's popping on, Shirley and Jenny and Tina, and I saw you back there, Ellen. Ellen is another part-time Michigander who was at my class in person on Sunday. We had so much fun making some sparkly fruit slice earrings. So that was a good time. So, gosh, we talked back and forth a little bit, Jody, about what we might work on tonight. And I feel like it's fun when it's a mystery to me what we're going to be doing. So tell us about what you were inspired to do this evening with us.
Well, I had made a bracelet with the current month's curated collection. And I need a necklace that kind of looks like it, but I don't want it to be, where's camera? Exactly like it, but kind of similar. So I pulled a bunch of things, and I think I'm going to try to use silky beads to connect stuff. So instead of using the little bridge beads, but I don't know how it's going to work yet. I haven't practiced. I just have everything laid out. So we'll see.
Fun. I love it. I love that idea. I think silkies would be really great in a necklace because they look a little bit like focal points, You know, like there's more to them than those little bricky bridge, whatever those beads are.
Yeah.
Oh, fun. Well, yeah, take it away. I will make your side of the screen bigger. And you guys, at the end of the video, I'm going to be doing a little background work while Jody is sharing with you guys. And I've started working on listing the June beads. This is probably the latest it's been in a long time that I haven't gotten the current collection up. But I'm simultaneously having, there's a few other things I'm working on, including getting the third quarter subscriptions ready to like start taking registrations from people. So they'll get posted to our current subscribers first, and then new subscribers will have a chance to join the last few days of the month. So I know that's coming right up here. So I've got to figure out those exact dates for you guys. And then I'll make sure and announce that at the end of the video for you. Okay.
Awesome.
I know Jody's like, you better let me know those dates.
Yeah, let me know now.
That's so funny. Oh, and I never, ever, there we go, remember which way to do this. So it's trying not to, there we go. It's like, it's trying not to let me switch the big camera. So, oh, there we are. Bead mat.
Facing the wrong way. Hold on.
Oh, I love that, right?
I'm like, why is it upside down? Sorry about my arm, guys. I'm dealing with limited tools today.
If that's the most we see of you during the video, it'll be okay. Things could be so much worse, right?
It could be, yes. All right, so I am using the June collection, and I have to say, like, this one, when I opened it up, well, first of all, I did know kind of what the color scheme was going to be because I went online and ordered my my extras, and I was so excited to get those, but I did not open it and to really look at it until I got the rest of my collection. So
no way, you have more willpower than anybody I know, Jody.
Well, and you notice I never opt to have it shipped together.
I have noticed that, so that's really intriguing to me.
I'm like I want it to ship separately because I really want to know. I want to see what's going on.
To be honest, the first month at least, maybe both, like the first 2 months, I was like, does she know she has a coupon code?
Yeah, she don't care.
That's so awesome. I love stuff like that. It doesn't bother me, but it cracks me up for sure.
I'm like, I'd rather pay the extra shipping and get it early.
Oh, Lori's saying, so glad I got those too. The extras are gorgeous.
Oh, I love them. But everyone has been like so just like spot on.
Oh, thank you. People probably get so tired. Anyone that watches on a regular basis, I apologize because I talk about this all the time. But even back when I worked in the bead industry the first time around for someone else, it was like from 2003 to 2010-ish. And still one of my favorite parts of my job way back then was helping people pick out their beads at the store, because for some reason, especially when people are newer to the hobby, but even like after a certain amount of experience, they tend to not be very confident in those kinds of choices. And when they see everything separate, like on a wall or on a tray, I think it makes them nervous, like, oh, it might not turn out good when I like put it all together. So it's the thing that people would ask for the most help with. And when I started selling more online, I really was like perplexed as to how to translate that onto, the website or into a virtual setting. And these subscriptions have become my way of doing that for people. They're not getting to come in and tell me like, this is a project I'm doing. I want beads to go, together for it. But, with the companion bundles, the fire polish, the seed beads, the 2-hole beads, there's not many things you could be working on that wouldn't use some combination of these beads. And you can always use the colors that are in your collection to match up other stuff if you need it. So it's really fun for me to get to see people like bring these things to life after I spend all this time just putting pretty beads together.
Yeah, it's so appreciated because there are times where and I love color. Like I love to use a lot of color. And I still like sometimes I struggle. I'm like, well, that's not gonna look good with that. And then
Oh,
you know what I mean? And
yeah.
then if somebody sends me like, stuff that's already curated, I'm like, oh well, it's gotta look good together. So it's curated.
It definitely takes the stress and the pressure off of like that part of the design process. And I have also told people for years when I'm sitting down to like create a new project or design, it is so much easier for me to limit what I can work with. Because if you have endless possibilities of the beads and the materials you can use, it's kind of hard to pinpoint like what you actually want to be working with in the moment.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. So like I
So
said, I don't know.
so you have got a couple different strands, two strands that are all like crimped together along that ring. Is that right?
Yep, I'm using the ring as the other end of my toggle. I don't know, a long time ago I bought a ton of toggle clasps in the copper and the little bar slips out of them. So I'm like, well, then I'll just use those for earrings. And then, so now I have a bunch of these bars and I'm like, oh, well, that's like perfect.
They fit with those hammered rings from us. That's awesome.
Yeah, it was like perfect.
My
And I
problem
love those.
my problem when I was ordering more toggles from like TierraCast and places like that for the store was that I would get like mismatched amounts of the like one side or the other side of the toggle. So then I would end up with like, and sometimes people, when they're pulling stuff out of the trays would just grab like two ends by accident or whatever. And so I would end up with all these like odds and ends of like toggle bar ends or ring ends that didn't have mate. And excuse me, I would have to, the earring thing's so funny. That's the perfect use for the ring end if you've got too many.
It really is. Yeah,
So
I
you've got
definitely do
like a
that.
good smattering of it looks like the fire polish out already. And then you're using some size 11 seed beads to kind of like space those out.
Yep. And I love this color too, this red or this like raspberry color, the 6 O's.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I think
That's
those
so
are the
pretty.
size 6 seed beads, maybe from that collection. I've got
Yeah.
them all beside me because I was out literally between when I got back from the shop this afternoon and before the video. I was taking photos. This time of day, depending on when the sun sets, though, like depending on the time of year, my favorite place to take pictures is in our backyard when the sun is starting to hit the other side of the house. So there's like just enough of a diffused light and shade situation that I can get good photos without like a glare.
Oh yeah. That's a good idea. I always struggle with photos. I have like the hardest time with them.
I honestly feel like the biggest issue is lighting, and I probably could set up a little light box somewhere in my office area, but I've just never gotten around to it because I prefer natural light so much more.
Oh yeah, I did too. I mean, I love the light box. I have a small one, but if you're trying to do anything big in there, like or even like have a necklace like on a bust, you can't do it
That's
because it's
exactly my problem. I'm so glad you said
yeah.
that. That's totally my problem with like the issue of the light box is that I can only work within the constraints of that like shape and size. Oh,
Yeah.
Tina says it's storming pretty bad in Austin, Texas. I'm sorry,
Oh
Tina.
no.
You guys are safe. Liz, the colors that Jody's working with right now are part of the June collection from our subscriptions. And so hopefully maybe even by tomorrow at the latest, I'll have those listed for individual sale, at least the seed beads and the 2-hole beads under the curated collections tab on our website.
Yeah, I just absolutely love this one. It's so pretty.
Oh, thank you. It's funny, like during the summer, I feel like I tend to like be drawn to using bright colors in the subscriptions. But I also used some really bright colors in February because I was planning to go to Mexico on vacation. And so I was like really inspired by that idea. And then I think there was like another month maybe in May wasn't super bright, but yeah, like I kind of run through the springy stuff and, at least one really like neon sort of bright month. And I wanted to like, do something that felt summery still, but these also could easily translate into like a fall sort of inspirational set of colors.
That's exactly what I was thinking. I was like, this can go right from summer to fall.
For sure.
And I love jewelry I'll wear whatever, whenever anyway, because that's just who I am. But, I just love that when you can have a piece that you can wear all the time. It doesn't matter.
Totally agree with you. I think that's my preference. So I don't have to think about the seasonal stuff. I have a little drawer in my like jewelry area where I stash like all the like super Christmassy stuff, or if it's got like hearts all over it, then it's pink and red for Valentine's Day or something.
Yeah. I do love that kind of stuff too. The little fun.
Yeah. Some
holiday
seasonal
stuff.
Things. Yeah. Halloween's like my favorite holiday. I think this last Halloween, I made more jewelry that was like Halloween specific than I have in a long time. Like I have a friend who makes ceramic. I actually have two really talented friends that are both in the Jackson area that make handmade ceramic beads and porcelain. And one of them had the most adorable little spider web like earring arms. Yeah. So I ended up making a pair of earrings with those for sure.
You carry some of that stuff in your shop, don't you?
I do, yeah.
I'm going to have to get down there and check it out when it gets closer. I love like ceramic and porcelain, like pendants and beads, like and stuff like that too. I love it.
And there's something about, I just finished the necklace I'm wearing. I did like a bead bundle with Kelly's pendants from this necklace and sold those online. But there's something about like being able to see the ceramic and porcelain in person that's so nice too.
Oh, definitely. That one, is it the one that was like the little envelope?
Yes, yes.
Oh my gosh, that was so precious. I love that.
I was so excited. Heather Powers, who is another super talented bead maker that works in polymer clay and metal, she and I did a video back in May, I think, with some products from either one of our shops. And she used a bunch of my beads and then like one of her focals and a necklace. And that's like the strap on this one is like the same kind of design with some waxed linen for knotting. And it's super fun. I love it.
Oh, I love that kind of stuff.
So I've got a couple questions. Ellen, Ellen says, I see sea foam and sand in this beautiful color scheme. Love it. It does feel a little oceany, Ellen, with that kind of turquoisey 15, and the companion bundles were all luster mix, is what the industry name is for those colors. And there's tons of really sandy sort of versions of that color scheme with I think they're like a cream base and a yellow base with the Picasso luster finish over it. So, oh yeah, and then of course, yeah,
come all by me.
And the seed beads. Don't mind me. I'm just gonna pull all the beads out.
They're so beautiful. They're all beautiful.
And then Tina asked, are the little squares 2-hole beads? I love the colors. Tina, yes, those are 2-hole beads. In fact, the ones that Jody is putting into the necklace are called a silky. So with a 2-hole tile, the square, the holes run straight through the tile. But with the silky, it sits on like a diamond shape because the holes run through the corners on it. But our subscriptions we offer have a 2-hole option and seed beads, or just a seed bead option.
I recommend getting both. You won't regret it. Trust me.
Jody's like, why would you just get one when you can have all of the beads?
And then as soon as you find out about the companion bundles, you're going to run over there and get one of each or 2 of one. And like I did the one time, I think I did that this time too, didn't I? I'm like, oh, I'm going to get 2 of the same one again.
You did, but the first time you did like 2 of one, like you flip-flopped on the month, as to which companion bundle you doubled up on.
I'm just greedy, I guess. I don't know. I'm like, I
No,
need 2 of those.
definitely not. You're putting the beads to such good use. It was very time and money well spent.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. Yeah. I mean, it's so much fun. And I like that you can build onto it. You know what I mean? Like you're not just, okay, here's my thing for you. And here you go. All right. Have fun. You can actually like build onto your collection. I love that.
Well, and that's, I mean, to be completely honest with everybody, like, spoiler alert, letting people add on to subscription deliveries does not make my life or work easier.
No, I'm sure.
But it's like, I'm so happy to, because I agree with you, Jody. I don't want to like pigeonhole people into like every month you're getting like a $50 to $100 bead subscription and you don't always want to have all of that in a month. Like, I think it's way better for people to be able to say, okay, I have like this $20 or $40 bead subscription, and then I really want this like $25 companion bundle because I love those pressed glass beads, or I really need more fire polish this month.
Yeah.
And then it's not just the companion bundles that people can add on. They can also add clasps and bindings and other beads from our like growing extensive website.
You have a huge website. You have so many options. I love it.
Well, Ellen can attest to this. She's been to my home a couple of times and seen the bead warehouse in the basement. So she's seen firsthand how many beads we have.
Oh my gosh. You know, it's funny because I was thinking because the room I'm using is just a small bedroom, and it's just my stuff. There's nothing else in here. There's no bed. But I'm like outgrowing it, and we have a full finished basement. I'm like, I think I'm gonna move downstairs. And then I keep thinking about it though. I'm like, oh gosh, do you know how much work that's gonna take to move all this stuff? Oh,
I don't want to downplay the amount of beads you have, Jody, but as someone who has moved their entire store and warehouse in the last like year and a half, I can tell you it'll be okay. I'm just
oh yeah.
teasing.
I don't think I have anywhere near the collection that you have.
But it's very much a reason, like, I've joked with people, like, someone's going to have to drag my cold body out of my home or my business someday because I will never, ever, ever move again. Ever.
Yeah, I don't blame you. It's got to be it's a lot of work.
Oh, Ellen called it a huge candy store.
Oh, I love that.
Hi, Colleen. Thanks for
Hey,
joining
sweet
us,
Colleen.
guys. Oh, while we're chit-chatting, everybody, I shared the link at the beginning. So if you're watching and you go back to the beginning of the video, the comments in that first like few minutes, there's a link to Jody's YouTube channel, and you definitely should go subscribe. This Beaded Life, and then there's a Facebook group that Jody has, and I'm gonna share that link again in the comments right now, even though it's up there too. I don't want to change the banner on the screen because I realized that for some reason StreamYard has decided that when I do that right now, it's just gonna flip flop whose image is bigger on the screen, and we're trying to make sure you can see a little bit of what Jody's doing. Oh, Marion says, Jody, move. You won't regret going downstairs and having a bigger space. And Jody, wouldn't it be cooler in the summer if you were working down there too?
Oh, yeah. It's at least 20 degrees cooler than what it is up here right now.
Our basement is like a refrigerator when our air is running hard. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's so nice and cool down there. I just had to bun up my hair because I'm like, okay, I can't see because my hair is like getting in my face.
I did like you guys probably saw it earlier, the bubble braid along the top of my head today, and I had my hair down earlier and I pulled it back for the video. I was like, I just can't do this.
Us Michigan people, we can't handle this kind of heat this early in the season.
I just got like 8 inches taken off of my hair 2 weeks ago because of how hot it was getting.
Oh my gosh, it's so terrible. I know, I think I might get mine cut again too. It's like, oh, so warm.
You won't regret that either. I like kind of hesitated because I've been growing my hair out for so long and it was like hitting the bottom of my rib cage, but I have no regrets and it's just above my shoulder now. So
yeah, when I met my husband in 2017, I had a really cute short, like almost like a bob in a way. And I kept my hair that short for a while, and I loved it. I loved having my hair that short. I can't go back there now. But I grew it out for our wedding in 2019. And then like as soon as that wedding was done, I'm like, okay, this can cut off. And I cut it like way shorter than shoulder length. And I'm like, I can't do it anymore because I can only stand my long hair so long. And then I'm like, no, I can't do it.
That's so funny. I had kind of an opposite situation right before my husband proposed to me. I chopped my hair off in like a fit of frustration over something. And then he proposed within months of that, and we just weren't interested in dragging out the planning process or having like a humongous expensive wedding. And so we planned our wedding date for 5 months to the day after his proposal and got married that fall. So we just like got it taken care of. And then I started growing my hair out again after that because I was over the short haircut at the moment. But I go back and forth like every few years, I think.
Yeah, I'll get sick of it. Or like, I've had a couple occasions where I was just in a really bad mood because my hair was not doing anything I wanted it to do. So recently I removed scissors from my bathroom because I have this tendency to like just start chopping.
That's so funny. I don't think there's been many times in my life that I've cut my own hair. I've like trimmed a little thing here and there, but I don't trust myself that much.
Oh my gosh. I did the last time I did bangs, I totally regret it. Like I took so long to grow those back out.
Yeah, my bangs are as short as they've been in years right now. And it's not like a full bang. It's just like a curtain bang with like just a few shorter pieces. I told my hairdresser, I have such bad cowlicks in the front of my hairline that if I get regular bangs, it's like they just flip all over and look crazy. Then I would have to like feather them and have like a flock of seagulls or something to make it
work.
Oh my
gosh. Break out the Aquanet.
Exactly.
Oh my gosh, that's funny.
Oh, Lori is singing your praises, saying the YouTube channel for Jody is amazing. So much goodness. Also, the page is such a wonderful page for our beauty community.
Oh, thanks,
Lori is like a blast freaking cheerleader. You guys are all great, actually. I don't know what I'm talking about. Everybody is so positive, and we really appreciate you guys.
Well, it's so cool because I'm seeing like so many different new relationships being started like in Facebook, and it just makes me so happy. It's like, okay, let's bring them all together. And it was like long overdue. Like I should have done it a long time ago, but I'm like, I don't know if I can do one more thing. But then I realized I'm like, you know what? We're all adults. We don't need to, be monitored 24/7. You know what I mean?
I know. I know. You always get that one like, we're frozen. Let's see if, okay. Sorry guys. We froze up for a minute there on my end, at least.
Oh, okay. I'm like, I
was like, my face was frozen. I couldn't hear anything. No, I agree, Jody. Wholeheartedly, beaters are like some of the best people out there. You just get that one like wild card every once in a while, but I agree. It does not require 24/7 monitoring just to like catch the one rogue beater in a blue moon.
I'm sure if there was something really horrible, somebody would let me know.
That is the other thing. Beaters are excellent watchdogs too.
Yep. But yeah, they're all so sweet. I just love them all to pieces.
Aw, Lori said, in this crazy world, it is a comforting place to hang out. I could not agree more, Lori. Before we went live, Jody and I were talking about our proximity to one another and how it was crazy that we hadn't come across each other's paths sooner. And the idea that so many people take up beading to comfort themselves during difficult times, whether it's like in the world or like in their personal lives. And I, over and over and over again, I fell into beading in a very bizarre, like literally like it just kind of stopped me in the middle of my tracks and brought me into the community. But most people I know who get into it have sought it out because they're looking for, therapeutic. I totally agree, Marianne. for bead therapy is what we joke about at the bead store too. Jody, can you pull the necklace up so we can just see a little bit of your design so far?
Am I too far away? I can scoot in.
No, it's fine for like as you're working. I can tell what you're doing. I just wanted to see it up close. It's so pretty.
I just think I thought these would be perfect in the necklace like that. Just kind of like,
Yes.
Holding it together
is a nice way to like separate and then bring the strands back together with the larger pressed glass beads too.
Love it.
So much fun. What else do you have going on this week, Jody? Do you have any events or anything happening?
Let's see, what is this week? I think nope, not until the 5th. The 5th, I have a live with Danielle and Colleen and hopefully Kirk from Space Pickle. Her schedule is really crazy because, she's in the military. So It's kind of hard for her to get a lot of free time. And then the 11th, the 11th, I'm with Jennifer Miller.
Oh,
and
fun.
Stacy. Yep. And then on the 13th, I'm with Neela. So next month is a really busy month. Plus, I have vacation in there.
I'm so glad I caught you in June.
Yeah. Like July would have been and then I had one more person Rachel from Sam. She's like, do you want to do record a video with me on July 30th? I'm like, sure. Yep, I can do that.
That's so funny.
So yeah. But yeah, it's been fun. It's been really exciting, but I am the worst person for keeping track of my schedule. Like I am terrible. I need something, and I don't look at my phone for my calendar.
I was like, it's called a Google Calendar. No.
Yeah.
I figured there was a reason.
I am like so old school. Like I still want like a book calendar, but then I forget to write it down. So I guess I just decided that I think I need a personal assistant. I'm taking applications, guys. I need a personal assistant.
I would like a personal assistant too, if anybody is offering. That'd be awesome. I'm too much of a control freak. Who am I kidding? I can't have anybody else running my schedule.
I'm like, I can pay you in beads. That's really all I can afford.
Right? Oh, Lori says, love the Friday night love shenanigans.
Oh, it's so much fun. I just love the opportunity to hang out with all these wonderful people. It's like I watched Jennifer, before, but until we got together on a Sam's Live, I never worked with her. And it's like we hit it off immediately, and it was great. So yeah, it's fun to make new friends.
For sure. I'm just toggling back and forth between my calendar, making some notes about the pertinent dates for the subscription renewals. It's funny when you were talking about the calendar, like kind of quandary. I also, for the record, I'm a huge fan of a notebook, paper calendar. I've had a really hard time getting into any kind of e-readers for like reading books when I happen to do that. But for my physical calendar, when I have like deadlines or appointments, I have got to have it on my phone so that I can access it anywhere at any time, and so that something reminds me of those appointments and deadlines, because I would never be able to keep up with things otherwise. I have a terrible memory, I think, is what it comes down to.
Oh, I'm the same way. If any company is offering some kind of alert notification, I'm like, yes, sign me up.
Yeah.
Sign me up for alerts.
We've got some takers. Jody, Shirley says, I would work for Beads. Colleen says, she's definitely got me. I think that was
You guys are the best.
Oh, Marianne, I'm voting her for your assistant. Colleen. Okay, yep. So you've got a few takers.
Oh my gosh. I am like so unorganized. I told my husband, I said, okay, I think maybe that what I would like you to do is maybe get a second job. And then I can quit my job, and then I can just do this all the time, and then I won't have to worry about it. And he's like, yeah, that's not going to happen.
Yes, if we're sharing our dream jobs, I would love to be able to just design projects and promote beads for other people. the back end of the business of inventorying things and getting them listed and selling them is a whole different animal. But I think I do love enough aspects of it all that I would have a hard time giving it up.
Yeah. Oh, I think you would too. I think it would be really difficult to do because I know, like, I want all of it. Like, I just want all the things bead and pretty, and like, I want it all, and I know I can't have it all, but doesn't stop me from wanting it.
No, and I think that's a good point when it comes to what I do, because it's like I can like live vicariously through my customers, because it's almost like I have all the beads. Like I have them in my possession for a period of time and then they go out into the world. So
Then they leave.
okay, you guys, I am gonna look. I guess maybe banners are gonna be the easiest way to do this. So I'm gonna put a couple dates up on the screen here. But yes, drum roll, but you're gonna have to wait a minute because I shouldn't have announced that until I actually got the banner written out. I've got my dates figured out for when the subscriptions will start being available for renewal.
Well, that's exciting.
Yeah. Let's see. Oh man, somebody's causing frustration with the dogs outside. I hear all sorts of barking now.
Oh, speaking of how's your baby doing?
Oh, that's right. Everybody knows because I was so stressed out about it. Oh my goodness, it was the scariest thing that I've experienced in a while, to be honest. Jody, I was asleep in bed, and for anyone who's been following us for a little bit, we got our little Walter Chihuahua dog just over 3 years ago. He was a rescue, and when he came to our home, he was basically feral. I mean, like even that's not like an exaggeration on my part. That's like our rescue gal that we got him from. His foster mama totally felt that way and really wasn't anticipating finding an adopter for him. So when we took him in, she even like left that night telling me, if you decide this is not the right situation for you, you call me, I'll come pick him up. No harm, no foul. And I remember thinking as she was leaving, and I knew her, less well than I do now because we've developed such a relationship over the last 3 years. But I remember thinking like, Laura, you're so silly. Like I have this tiny dog in my house now. I'm not going to let him like leave.
Yeah.
He's my baby now.
Yep.
So it was only a few months after we had lost our long-term first child, Pedro, our doggy, that my husband and I got when it was like within, I don't know, 6 months of us starting to date. Like we weren't living together yet, but we went and picked up this puppy together, and Pedro was like our little baby that we had for, gosh, that would have been from 2007 to 2020. That's right. Nope, 22, because we got him we lost him the same year that we got Walter. So it was one of those things where like it was kind of a quick turnaround with the new dog, but it was also the perfect situation because Walter needed a lot of space and we still were healing from losing Pedro. But Walter has been like just coming out of his shell. He, we got him his sister that winter, and Waffles really helped him to like, kind of blossom and become more of a real dog, as we like to joke, because he didn't really understand how to dog before, he came to our house and started to get to know other animals too. And it was just a few days ago, Sunday night this week, I was in bed. He has just started sleeping with us for the first time in 3 years and had come up onto my pillow and like was curled up right next to or like behind my head.
Aww.
And he's only like 7 pounds. He's really small. And I woke up out of my sleep at like 1:30 in the morning and he was shaking. He was having a seizure.
Oh my gosh, how terrifying.
Yeah, it was like I was so disoriented because I didn't understand like even what was happening at first, and it took me like a minute to like kind of, understand what was going on, but um luckily like he had like a short standard seizure, and Chris was Googling some things, and we've talked to the vet and everything. And it sounds like, like they lose consciousness. They don't know what's happening in the moment. He wasn't like feeling pain or anything. And so that's all good. And we've been giving him some good meds after that. So he's been real comfortable the last couple of days and seems to be getting back to himself. No major issue with that within like 24 hours or less even to begin with. So we're lucky. Like it's probably nothing that's, even if he's prone to them, which, if he has any more, then we'll, kind of get him on some regular meds and get that evaluated. But he is probably in a position where hopefully it was just like a circumstantial thing, and we can make sure he's a little bit calmer, because he had been having a very like busy day of trying to defend the house against all of our students. And I think he was just like all riled up, and I hadn't, wanted to like close him in the bedroom or anything like that. But I think next time around, I would probably be more apt to kind of like have him have some quiet time in between all the barking and defending the house.
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh, I totally understand. We have a rescue as well, and he is just like he's afraid of everything. Like he's a big dog. He's a big boy. And he
Yeah.
loves people. I think he thinks he's a person, and he is absolutely terrified of fireworks, thunder.
Oh,
Like we live near the airport, airplanes. I mean, like he's just, and I feel so bad. And like, we can't have, if we have like a big get together, we actually have to give him like his, what we call his chill pill to
yeah.
help him be calm because, and we try not to have like small children around when, you know what I mean? Because we don't
Yeah.
really know, like,
Yeah. Yeah. When you don't know their background, it's hard to know what to expect out of them, right?
yeah. And I wouldn't want him to, because I don't like it when he gets real uncomfortable anyway. I get,
Right. For
so
sure.
we try to just keep him happy and comfortable. And he knows our family, and he knows like our extended family, and he gets excited to see them. But when enough's enough, he's done. He does not want any more stimulation, and yeah, we give him one of those bully sticks and send him on his way.
What is his name?
Woody.
Woody. Oh my goodness, that's so sweet. And how
Yeah.
long have you had him for?
Let's see. We've had him for 4 years.
Oh, what a sweet
Yeah.
baby.
Yeah, he's so sweet. Yeah, he was taken from a home where he was like locked in a basement. Oh, that's the other thing too. He doesn't like the dark. So we have to have lights on when we sleep, like at least like a bathroom light on or something. Because
Oh.
people kept him in the basement all the time when he was a puppy. So it was just, oh. So getting him away from that.
Yeah, I won't go into detail on a live video, but if I found out where someone lived that did that kind of thing to an animal,
Hmm.
oh, I just would not be able to handle it. Our Walter was rescued from a like hoarding breeding situation.
Oh, that's the worst.
And all
Oh,
these puppies were like locked in a pole barn in the dark in cages, stacked on one
oh,
another. And he was probably about 5 months old when they got to him. And our the person who rescued him thinks that he was probably being kept to breed
oh
because
my
he has like the little
gosh.
apple head and everything. And I mean, you can tell there's things about him, like either from inbreeding or the way he was raised or both, that like his little toes are kind of funky. Probably his nails were like too long all the time. His little
Yeah.
like his front legs kind of bow out, and it's like he's just like a little off like physically, but he's just like he's my precious baby. He has my heart.
He's so perfect. Yep.
Yep.
I know. We are such animal lovers. I have, 3 cats too. My one cat is 23 years old this year.
Oh my gosh,
I know.
you have preserved it.
He's just kicking, and okay, so here's the only problem though. He's like losing control of, like, his bodily functions.
Yeah.
So we bought little diapers for him, and we have to like put him on basically at night when we're not, when we're sleeping,
Kitty
because
diapers.
he does look so cute in them. But like, and the thing is like, he goes to his regular vet appointments, and the vets are like, you know what? You wouldn't even know that this cat is that old because his eyes are clear. He's got the health of like a regular adult cat. He just tinkles, and sometimes a little poop falls out. I don't know. It just happens.
It just happens. Oh, that's so precious. Oh my gosh, what a baby. That's amazing. I
Yeah.
have
So
I have a lot of respect for people that nurse their elderly animals through life to the fullest. It's not for the faint of heart.
no, well, like I tell my kids, I'm like, well, one day I might need diapers as well. So I mean,
Yep.
I mean, you gonna put me down for that? No, I hope not.
Oh my goodness, no. We do what we have to do for our little babies. Sounds like we've
Yes,
got
we
lots of
do.
animal lovers out there in our audience too. Thank you, you guys. Okay, drum roll. Oh, see, I changed the banner so it made my face big again. Hold on. I really would rather watch Jody's beautiful hands work on her necklace. So on your screen is the official release of date information about the subscriptions. I had somebody that was super curious last week, so I'll have to look and make sure. I didn't see a message from them after the video, but for anyone who is a current subscriber, if you have been getting the subscription during the months of April, May, or June, well, you would be getting all three. It's a 3-month sign up. So people registered at the end of March for the second quarter, which was April, May, and June. If you are one of those people, and there are quite a few of you, you will get first dibs and get to register starting on June 27th, which is this Friday, at all of these times. And all these times are going to be noon each day that I'm talking about. And it's all in Eastern Standard because that's where I'm located. So current subscribers, your registration opens at noon on the 27th. For new subscribers, you will have an opportunity to start subscribing beginning on June 28th at noon. And registration will be available for a certain period of time as long as there are still subscriptions available. So there's a limited number of them. And that will close either on June 30th at noon or if we run out before then. So the only way we run out is if people subscribe to the quantity that I have available. And if that happens, there's a chance that I might be able to add additional subscriptions. I just have to set numbers that make sense based on the quantities of the beads and the way that I order them. I hope that makes sense to you guys because I like to let people know I'm not just arbitrarily being being a jerk and like saying, oh, only so many subscriptions for you. Oh, good. Lori's excited. So Marianne, that's a great question. I will put you up here and make my face big again. So the subscriptions, there's 2 options. There is a seed bead only, or you can do seed beads and 2 whole beads. And the seed beads include multiple sizes. Usually it's 2 size 6, 8, 11, and 15. And I purposely started doing that last year because we have so many like fabulous stringers and wire workers and people who don't necessarily do stitching. So I wanted to make sure there was like the bigger sizes mixed in there so that you had plenty to work with. But the companion bundles, some of the beads that Jody's working with are available to add on to either of those subscriptions. So if you were like wanting to try out the like, just the bare minimum subscription and do the seed beads, then you could do that and then like add a companion bundle or more each month. But the companion bundles are helpful too, because as Jody pointed out, it gives you like a nice heads up for the color scheme that you're about to get in the delivery. Because when you register for the subscriptions, for instance, if you sign up in the next few days, you would be signing up for 3 months worth of subscriptions. You'd be paying for all 3 months, and you would be paying for the shipping at the same time for those. But then each month I open up for a period of time before your subscription ships. You can choose to add things into that order so that you don't have to pay any extra shipping. Hey, Sheila, you figured out how to log into YouTube. My mom is so sweet. She is always watching and supporting us during the videos. And when we switched off of Facebook, she was like, I can't participate anymore. I can't comment on YouTube. So I had forgotten that I should like look at her phone and see if I could help with that. But it looks like she figured it out. Sheila had a birthday yesterday. Everybody.
Oh, happy birthday.
Yeah, we had so much fun. She and I went shopping and just spent a few hours during the middle of the day spending time together. And then we had a really yummy dinner last night too, with delicious cupcakes and cookies from a local bakery.
Yum.
Marianne, if you have any other questions, don't hesitate to ask. I just realized maybe I trailed off and didn't answer all of your questions. Aw, Colleen and Lori and Marianne all say happy birthday, Sheila. I'm going to flash that subscription information one more time. And I'm also going to link. So right now there is there's no inventory in this listing I'm about to share with you guys. So it's supposed to be that way, and it'll look like this until the subscriptions open up at the times that I listed here. But for those that are interested in signing up, this is the link I'm going to drop right now for the listing that you'll use to shop from. And we'll be sending out another email to our current subscribers. And then when registration opens up to the general public on Friday, I'll probably shoot an email out to our customer list again too. Oh, perfect. Thanks, Marianne. All right, I'm going to get my face off of here and go back to Jody's screen. So we usually keep the videos to about an hour, and we're a little less than 10 minutes from 7. Jody,
oh, wow.
I know. I was like, I looked at it at the time, and I'm like, I can't believe we've already been hanging out for that long, which just doesn't feel long at all. Is there any are there any tips or tricks that you want to share with our subscribers about what you are working on or the finishing process at all?
Oh yeah, sure. So okay, I realized I never even told you like any of the materials I'm using. I'm so sorry. So I'm using some Softflex beading wire in the medium. I'm using that copper. And I just recently started using Softflex crimps. Highly recommend. It is the truth. They are really great. So I've been getting a lot better crimps, but I ended up cutting 2 strands at about 34 inches, just so I could have enough to kind of weave in and out and, you know, go around this bigger, the wider part of this ring. And then I'm just kind of just going with what I feel. Like I'm not doing any kind of pattern, rhyme, or reason. I chose to do a toggle because I want it opening and closing on the side. I don't want to hide this ring. So if I was just using like a regular plain old, you know, lobster or whatever, I'd put it in the back. But when it's something this pretty, I don't want to hide it. So, and that's really what I'm doing. And like I said, I'm just kind of beading like from my heart. No pattern, just kind of.
I love the variety and the eclecticness of it, though. Because of that, I think it's really fun. And I also can't help but assume that I would love this as a wrap bracelet just as much as I would wear it as a necklace. So sizing wise, I would be tempted to make it like the right length so I could do either one of those things.
That's a great idea. Yes, because that way you have options.
Oh, such a cool project. Everybody is saying very pretty, Jody. Gorgeous
Thank
necklace.
You.
Oh,
I'm sorry I won't have it finished, but I'll make sure I'll get a picture for you on you want it on the Which website or which
So,
Facebook?
we were just talking about the fact that we have a Facebook group for. Sorry, guys, I keep switching my screen over. We have a Facebook group for Beads to Live By that's called Beads in Progress, and that's the banner on the screen right now. And also, feel free to share your projects in Jody's group as well if you decide to tackle her fun necklace. But this is where we invite people to come and post if they are working on something that uses our beads, or if they're working on something that one of our sweet friends shared during one of our live videos, or if they've taken a class from us and they're working on like a kit or a project from a class. Even if it was somebody teaching other than myself, as long as it ties back somehow to Beads to Live By, that's all we're looking for in that group. Oh, everybody just loves it. Sheila says it looks like river rock. I totally can see that from
Oh yeah, I can see that too.
beads. Well, you got a lot done in the time frame that you were beading for, Jody. I'm totally impressed. I can't wait to see your finished picture once you're done.
Thank you. I know. I love it. I love this. This is so much fun.
You want me to give you time to flip your camera around, or are
Sure,
you?
that'd be great.
Okay.
Thank you.
I was like, I don't want to leave you dangling on the bead mat.
I have
Well, thanks to everybody that joined us for our video tonight. Jody, I love your necklace and earrings too. I just got a close up of your necklace.
Thank you.
Super
I
fun.
think some of the beads from this necklace are from Beads to Live By.
I recognize those like boho flowers for sure. Super fun. Well, you guys have a wonderful night. Make sure and share all of your fun projects with us if you decide to make something with these beads or with Jody's design. And Colleen says, look how gorgeous you are, my friend.
Oh, thanks. I feel sweaty.
I told you, you don't look it. You're super, you know what? It's the like hair up and out of the like neck and face thing. Us Michigan girls got to like take the humidity into consideration when we're doing this stuff. So
it's not sweat, it's moisture.
It's not you're glowing, you're glistening. Like there used to be some like silly like oh, girls don't sweat, they glisten. Like no, I
sweat.
Oh gosh. Well, thank you so much, friend, for joining me tonight. This was super fun. We'll have to do it again sometime when your schedule is not so crammed like it's gonna be in July.
It'll probably taper off after next month. So
perfect. All right, we'll look at August then. You guys take care, and we'll see you again soon. Okay.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.